so there's so many places to look for fragrance content if you know where to look, okay? And if you love fragrances, which I know you do or you wouldn't have stopped by this video, you're really into diving down this rabbit hole and learning so much. So where do you go? Well, there's plenty of books out there. You can look on Amazon and you can look at all the different books. Okay, there's so many articles out there. There's courses that you can take if you're really looking to learn more about fragrances. And social media has really, really helped this hobby, along with a whole host of other hobbies as well. So you can go on Instagram and you can find a whole lot of groups on Instagram talking about fragrances, and you can be part of a community, which is one of the aspects I love about fragrances. I love community. You can learn about fragrances from influencers and YouTubers, although take that with a grain of salt because it's only opinion. It's not expert facts, it's just opinion. But you can also go on Facebook and there's all kinds of different fragrance groups that you can join, and you can get with like-minded folks who like fragrances just like yourself. And maybe while you're there, you can get inspired by some of the fragrances they present that maybe you didn't know existed, or they reminded you of a fragrance that you had from back in the day. And so there's so many ways. And so one of the groups I wanted to give a shout out to right now is the Fragrance Clubhouse. The Fragrance Clubhouse is one of my favorite groups. It's one of my favorite up-and-coming shooting stars. It is an amazing group to be a part of, and that group is moderated by my good buddy Lou Maldonado. And why I bring that up is for a few reasons. Like I said, it's a good place to go to get inspiration. It's a good place to go to talk about fragrances. Or let's just say you're new and you've happened upon a site and you want to buy a fragrance and it's discounted and you don't know if it's legit. Ask some of these guys in the group and they'll definitely steer you in the right direction. This is a group where everybody is welcomed. You can figure out where to buy fragrances on the cheap. You can swap fragrances. And we can even do decanting. And if you don't know about decanting, decanting is a way to test out a fragrance without spending a lot of money. So let's say you're interested in some very expensive, maybe luxury fragrances, and you want to get your nose on them, like a Tom Ford. Tom Ford is infamous for making very expensive fragrances. Some of those fragrances are from $150 all the way up to $300, especially his private line. You know, you might not want to just blind buy it or take the word of a reviewer. You might want to test it out for yourself. And so decanting is perfect for that, where you can spend, I don't know, for a fragrance like Tom Ford, you can spend $12, $13, $14, $15, even $20 upwards for a decant, but it's still cheaper than buying the full $300 bottle. You can test it out, get some wearings out of it, and see if it's the right fragrance for you. That brings me to what I'm going to be talking about. As you can tell from the thumbnail, I have 3 Tom Ford fragrances today that we're going to be talking about. Lavender Extreme, Rose Prick, and we're also going to be talking about Mandarino di Amalfi. So I'm really excited to be talking about those fragrances and reviewing them for you as well. Now, these fragrances were sent to me by my good friend, the moderator of the Fragrance Clubhouse, Lou Maldonado, and I'm going to leave a link to his group down below so you can come be a part of what so many of us already are and join this fragrance family and this fragrance group and be a part of something special. There also you'll find Lou. This is where Lou hangs out the most. And you'll be able to buy some of these amazing decants like I have right here of these amazing, look at these labels by the way guys, of these amazing Tom Ford fragrances for sale, and you can test them out and just, you know, take them for a test run to see if they're fragrances you want. And I will also leave a link to Lou's pricing sheet so you can see how much these fragrances are. And if you want to get a hold of Lou, all you got to do is DM him or message him, and he'll tell you what fragrances he has available, and you can buy directly from him. And so thank you, Lou, again, so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the Fragrance Clubhouse. What an amazing group. What an amazing group of guys. Thank you for all your generosity. Guys, go on over and support Lou. I know he's not trying to get rich or make a ton of money off these fragrances, but go on over there and at least support his group. If you're interested in some very, very well-made, luxurious, wonderfully blended fragrances like Tom Ford, he's the guy to go to buy these amazing 5 ml, 10 ml, whatever the case may be, decants, and you know, help make him a little bit of money, even though that's why he's not in it, because he gives so many of these fragrances away. Okay, here we go, guys. This is what you came for. I'm here to talk about Lavender Extreme, and good news, because after I'm done reviewing these 3 fragrances, we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving this baby right here, this 10 ml, and this is a value of $30, guys. $30 for this fragrance, okay? And after I'm done reviewing it, spoiler alert, I know you guys are going to want this giveaway right here. So here's a $30 decant, guys, of Lavender Extreme by Tom Ford from his private blend. Oh, man, it's good, okay? So stay tuned after I'm done with the review and find out how you can win this decant right here, and I'll ship it directly to your house, you know, and we'll go from there. I'll give you the details after the review. Okay, so the first one we're going to be talking about is this one right here, Lavender Extreme by Tom Ford. The labels and the attention to detail on these is really, really cool. Nice job, Lou. And so just so you know what a full bottle presentation looks like, let me go ahead and put it on the screen right now. In the top, you have Violet, which is basically giving the fragrance kind of a sweet, powdery vibe. You've got Zesty Lemon. In the heart, you have Lavender, of course. Some beautiful cinnamon. Geranium, giving that rosy, almost like green undertones. Some more rose. And in the base, we've got Tonka, which gives it a vanillic-like scent. Coumarin, which sometimes can be a weird note. It's either coming across as hay or almost like a caramelized almond feel, and I think I'm getting more of that caramelized almond feel. So that's what you have in this fragrance right here. And let me go ahead and spray it on. Now, if you want 5 ml like this, it's 18 bucks. Like I said, a bigger one like this, the 10 ml, is going to run you around 30 bucks. If you want a full bottle, guys, the prices are astronomical. If you know where to look, sometimes you can find them on Macari. You just got to be careful and hope they're legit. You can find them for around 175, 180. You can even find them on eBay for a little bit cheaper, but just be careful. And like I said, the best way to go about getting awesome fragrances like this is to buy decants to see if you even want them in the first place. Again, this one is considered an aromatic fougere, and I've given you the notes already. Let's go ahead and spray it on, and I'll tell you my thoughts real quick. It's it's gorgeous. I mean, instantly you know that this is a well-made fragrance. If you have some more affordable fragrances in your collection, you can kind of tell the difference between some designers and some of these other luxurious designer fragrance houses. And this one right away is so smooth, it's so sweet, it's slightly loud in the opening, but it's so creamy, and it's just well blended. It is just the best word I can think of is smooth. The lavender in here is unbelievable. Mixed with that cinnamon, you're getting a little bit of earthy green undertones coming from the geranium. Oh my goodness. And then that vanilla at the end coming from the tonka bean mixed with the lavender, guys. It's so gorgeous. Now, I'd say for about the first 2 hours, you're getting a heavy projection, a nice scent bubble. People are really going to take notice. It's going to be a little bit loud and in your face for the first 2 hours. And then I'd say the fragrance starts to settle down, and you're getting that beautiful lavender and vanilla, just creaminess, you know. It just settles down really nicely and becomes more of a softer scent. And you're going to get about anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on your skin. They're not going to go all day, okay? A lot of these fragrances don't. I know we want them to, and especially for the price. You know, Tom Ford is absolutely ridiculously expensive. But hey, buying decants is the way to avoid all that. Just get you a couple of these and you're good to go. Because if you're a frag head like all of us are, or like I am, you have so many fragrances, you're not going to use this all up in one sitting unless you do 20 sprays like I do, and that's a different story. But most of you do not do that. So, you know, just spray it sparingly, guys. And this can last you for a little while, or even a bottle like this can last you for quite a long time. It is absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, it's a good way to not have to buy a $300 bottle and you don't like the price because maybe it doesn't last as long as you want to. Now, the 4 to 6 hours that I get of longevity is me. I can't speak for everybody else, okay? Everybody's different. Batches can be different. Skin can be different. Pheromones can be different. Hydration can be different. It just, you know, it's not a one-size-fits-all t-shirt, but I can just tell you the scent is spectacular. It's creamy, it's beautiful, it's rich, it has some depth, it's sweet. The lavender is absolutely amazing, and I'm definitely going to find a way to get a bottle. My birthday is coming up June 2nd, guys, so, you know, I'm asking Santa Claus, I'm asking the fragrance fairies to bring me a bottle of this for my birthday, guys. And by the way, on that topic, I'm almost, guys, almost to 2,000. I'm just 4 away. So I'm hoping for a nice birthday present. You guys will come on and subscribe and get me to 2,000. Besides, you want to subscribe anyways and comment down below to win the giveaway of this 10 ml, which I'll give you more details at the end. So guys, all in all, this is an amazing fragrance. I'm definitely going to buy this fragrance and add it to my long list of Tom Fords. You don't want to miss out on this one. It's just so smooth and creamy and sweet, and the lavender is very, very gorgeous, guys. Okay, so those are my thoughts on that one. The next one I want to talk about right here is this bad boy that came out in 2020. This one is called Rose Prick, and the label on this is absolutely amazing. All right, let me put a full bottle presentation on the screen real quick for you guys, and I'll read you the notes. In the top, you have Sichuan pepper, you have turmeric, which is basically another word for turmeric is Indian yellow root, which can be warm and earthy and a little bit spicy. Okay, and then you have in the mid or the heart, you have May rose, which is basically a feminine, clean, kind of lemony, fresh rose. Bulgarian rose, which is powdery and fresh, and then Turkish rose, which is just another beautiful, gorgeous rose scent. All right, in the base, you have patchouli, lots of patchouli, heavy on the patchouli, and then you've got tonka, okay? So this fragrance right here is absolutely amazing, another home run. When Lou picked these out for me, he absolutely knew what he was doing. For a decant like this, a 5 ml, it's going to cost you around $16, which, by the way, is better than the price of this is in the store, guys. These are astronomical, but if you're a collector, sometimes you just don't care. This fragrance is very versatile, and if I didn't mention it, Lavender Extreme is also another versatile fragrance. You can wear it all year round, and I find that to be the case with this one after I tested it. But let me go ahead and spray this one. This one is considered a Chirpre floral, and let's go ahead and spray it on my other hand, and I'll give you my thoughts real quick. It's deep, it's spicy. The rose in here is absolutely amazing. And honestly, I don't feel like this leans all that feminine, okay? I know there's a lot of rose in here. They're working with a lot of rose absolute in this fragrance, and it is so amazing, though. It is so gorgeous. I would wear this in a second. I know this is probably marketed more towards females, but with the Sichuan pepper, man, to me, it's just masculine enough that anybody could pull this off with the right confidence. Definitely pull it off. And I'll be honest with you, more than the rose, to me, this is more of a patchouli forward fragrance with the rose playing second fiddle. If you don't like patchouli, maybe this isn't the fragrance for you, because to me, the patchouli is in the forefront, and it's just a nice, earthy, somewhat chocolatey, not quite, beautiful, gorgeous scent mixed with the rose. Man, is it good. And then, of course, in the dry down, you've got the tonka, giving it that beautiful sweetness. So all the ingredients are working in harmony here with the spicy pepper and, the spiciness coming from the yellow root. And then you've got the beautiful vanilla, working with the rose. And it's so sweet and sensual and powdery and fresh. And, I don't know, it's right down the middle for me. It can be masculine, but also feminine. So to me, this is the perfect fragrance for either or, and I think it's very versatile. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. This one lasts a little bit longer than the Lavender Extreme, and I get about 2 hours of projection. It's going to go nice and loud for about 2 hours and then kind of fade down to a soft, clean, fresh, rosy, patchouli forward fragrance. So absolutely love this one. It's so good. Like I said, for this bad boy right here, you're going to spend about $16, and I'll try to leave a link to where you can find Lou's price sheet so you know how much these will cost you guys. But again, take it out for a test drive. Make sure it's right for you. Just because I say it's good doesn't mean you'll like it. But, along my fragrance journey, I've really started to get into rose fragrances, so I really like this one. So it's a good one. All right, guys, last but not least, I saved one of the best for last. I said Mandarino di Amalfi. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Let me put a full bottle presentation on the screen. This one came out in 2014. In the top, you've got lemon, grapefruit, mint, and basil, tarragon, black currant. In the heart, you've got orange blossom, jasmine, clary sage, shiso, which is a minty, almost peppery, fresh scent, coriander, which is woody and peppery, and you've got some black pepper. In the base, you've got musk, vetiver, civet, which is a synthetic note because you can't use civet scent anymore, and it basically just provides warmth to the fragrance. And you've got ladamine, which is warm and leathery, and amber. All right, guys, this fragrance right here will run you for a 5 ml around 16 bucks. In the stores, it's a lot more expensive than that, so definitely look at getting a decant. Man, this fragrance right here, basically, in a nutshell, just invokes Italy in a bottle. It just invokes that exotic sun-soaked summer vacations on the Amalfi Coast. Just think of those Mediterranean blue waters. That's what this invokes. I wish it had a little bit more sillage. I wish it had a little bit more performance. I get about 4 to 6 hours on my skin, depending, and about 1 to 2 hours of projection, you know, kind of a scent bubble. It kind of goes away around the 2-hour mark. But this one is so intoxicating. The citruses on the top will leave you breathless. It is so good. They're so fresh and so clean. And it's just, you know, with the sweetness coming from all the citrus, you know, it just puts a smile on your face, but it's also balanced out with the pepper. It's so good, guys. This is the quintessential spring, summer fragrance, so you definitely want to check this out, guys, all right? This should be on everybody's list. I know it's going to be on mine. I know it's a favorite of a lot of you. So what are some of y'all's favorite Tom Ford fragrances? You know, there's so many: Tobacco Vanille, Lost Cherry, Bitter Peach. I know there's so many. It'd take me forever to name it, guys. So let me know what are some of your favorites down on the list, some that you would like to see me do a review of in the future. All right, guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little video, and now it's time for the giveaway. Who wants to win this $30 value 10 ml Lavender Extreme? Who wants to win this? All you got to do is comment down below the Fragrance Clubhouse or Lou Maldonado, either one. The Fragrance Clubhouse or Lou Maldonado are the two keywords. I'm giving you two keywords. Comment down below, and this is for USA only. Sorry, guys, I'm only shipping in the USA. And then what we'll do is we'll take this all the way to Friday, and then Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll pick the winner and then get this shipped out. All right, guys? So, USA only. Comment down below Lou Maldonado. If you don't know how to spell that, then just put it the Fragrance Clubhouse. And that's it, guys. Make sure you go on over to Lou's fragrance group called the Fragrance Clubhouse. Subscribe to his group right now over there on Facebook. Come on, guys, go ahead and do it. And be a part of my fragrance family. All you got to do that is hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notifications off to the side. And guys, we'll see you next time, all right? I love each and every you so much. I hope wherever you are, you're finding peace and happiness. Love you guys. Peace, love, and ciao.